in North and South America.
Hi, everybody. I'm Farah. I'm covering the regions of Europe and Central Eastern Europe as well, MENA and Africa. We're joined here by some great guests, Ivan and Tyler. I'm gonna pass it over to you guys.
Ivan.
Hi. Hi, everyone. I'm Ivan. I'm from BNB Chain, and I'm excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
Hey everyone, my name is Tyler. I'm with Binance Labs, covering our token ventures investments globally. Thanks you guys for having me today. I'm very excited.
All right, thank you for that, everybody. Austin, let's start with you. What is Binance Academy?
Yeah, so Binance Academy is the educational arm of Binance, and we, foster we hope to foster a blockchain education to those around the world. So, if you go to the Binance Academy website, we have over 386 articles in over 25 different languages. So it really allows us to localize to different countries and provide that education from a foundational standpoint to even more of an in-depth topic. So that's a little bit about Binance Academy.
Great. Now that we have a better understanding of Binance Academy, can you tell us more about the goals and the University Outreach Program?
Yeah, of course. So, of course, our goals are to educate, students. So that's at the core of it. And, it's pretty exciting. I think what we see is to expand the industry and where it's going to go in the future. It's really important to focus on the education of these students currently in school. And so, not only focusing on those that might already have a little bit of a background in blockchain, but those that maybe haven't had an exposure to that yet. So educating those students from a foundational standpoint to be able to build relationships with them and give them those resources to really play around with the technology. I think one of the biggest barriers to entry of crypto, blockchain, and Web3 is a fear of not really knowing what you're doing, and it's scary, it's confusing. So I think our goal is to take that away with education and getting students more comfortable using it, and hopefully that once they get more comfortable using it, they can play around with it and help expand the industry and figure out solutions to problems within the industry today. And part of that is through building relationships with students. So on campus events where we can be one-on-one with them, talk with them, and help them with any resources that they might need. And for that would be able to prepare them for post-grad opportunities, whether that's in crypto, Web3, or blockchain. So that's a few of our goals and that we hope to achieve and hope to have with university students.
Wow. And what will your involvement be with students around the world?
Yeah, so I think what we can do is, we have a lot of different resources. Right now, we have, crash courses that will be able to, teach them the intro to crypto, intro to blockchain, decentralization, such as DeFi, metaverse, and how to use NFTs and the utilities of them, and trading and investing strategies. So we have a lot to offer in terms of education and to bring to these, university events. So we hope to have, educational workshops where students can, learn from these topics from us in person and be able to learn more about them and have, knowledge competitions and test where they are and really get them excited about the space and about the field. And I think, as a former student, that's something that I loved as well, is to explore away from the classroom. And I think that's really, what we can offer with these educational resources and these on-campus events is to build those relationships and offer these educational resources to help them become more prepared for their post-grad careers and help them, work in Web3 later on in their lives.
It all sounds amazing. And can these events be tailored towards the need of the club? For example, if one club was more technical than the other?
Yeah, of course. So, if, for example, if a club, wanted to learn about intro to cryptocurrency, that would be something maybe like a finance club would be interested in, to figure out how that works, or maybe the trading and investing strategies, because they're more involved in finance. That would be something that we can, tailor to you and your club, to, kind of bring value to a meeting and make sure that your students are learning something that's relevant, that they're interested in as well. Even art students may be interested in minting their own NFTs, and how they work and how to use them within the art world is something that, I think would be amazing to learn and amazing to, give to students. So, something like that would be amazing as well. So yeah, we can really tailor to what your club wants, and maybe a little bit, of the background of your club if you're more specialized in a certain educational, background, depending on, what people are majoring in. And in terms of, getting more technical, of course, we have BNB Chain as a resource, so we can definitely do, an intro to BNB Chain, and teach you a little bit about what's offered on BNB Chain. So, we can definitely get a little bit more technical as well, and if, your club has that technical background.
Great. And lastly, what about opportunities for students within Binance?
Yeah, of course. So, obviously, our education is to, get students prepared for those, internship opportunities and job opportunities. But that would be great if, we could help you guys get, um, you know, exposure to the Binance team as well. So, all this education would definitely help with that. And we have the Binance Student Angels program, which, Farah, I'd love for you to touch on if you don't mind.
Yeah, for sure. So let me tell you what it means to be an angel. Being an angel means being able to make a difference by connecting with other students who share the passion for blockchain and Web3, and mainly helping to spread the knowledge of the technology across campus. It's a great way to kickstart a career in blockchain and Web3, as well as having the opportunity to explore a leadership role. So, yeah.
Awesome. That's amazing. And, I think, there's nothing better than getting students involved in Binance. So, looking forward to that, looking forward to the Binance Student Angel program coming out soon. So, yeah, and that's it from Academy.
Yeah, we all can't wait for it to launch. All right, so Ivan, hi. So can
Hi,
you tell us a
Farah.
bit about what is BNB Chain?
All right, so BNB Chain is the largest smart contract platform by users. We have more than 1 million daily active users, and our goal is really to grow crypto to 1 billion. We want crypto mass adoption. In terms of the ecosystem wise, we are top three in terms of dApps. We have like more than 1.4K and total value locked. We're also EVM compatible, meaning it's easy to come onto the BNB chain if you're already built on Ethereum. So on the technology front, what's even more amazing is that our tech has proven robustness and scalability. In the 2 years since mainnet, BNB chain has never gone down. So there's zero downtime, and even at our all-time high of 2.3 of almost 2.3 million DAUs and 16 million daily transactions, we slowed, but we didn't go down.
All right, that's amazing. It's great to know these details. How do you feel like BNB Chain can contribute to the University Outreach Program Austin just spoke about? And what are your goals for the program?
Yeah, so I think we strongly believe in paying it forward to the next generation of students like yourself to shape the future. So ultimately, we want to support all students regardless of your interests, whether you come from a technical background or not. I'm sure that there'll be something for you in the BNB chain ecosystem.
Yeah. All right. Perfect. So maybe let's narrow it down a bit. What is BNB Chain looking for exactly?
I think we are on our quest to grow the crypto industry to 1 billion, like I said earlier. So we believe in making sure that the building blocks are there every step of the way. And we are also always looking for more innovation so that we can really see the full potential of Web3. Right now, I think we are looking specifically into infrastructure, web and development to dev tooling, and then of course the application layer. We're also looking more towards social fi and music fi as well.
Amazing. All right. So back to events. How can BNB Chain help with hackathons and large events?
So if you're part of the university looking to co-host, partner, provide mentorships, or even speakers with external partners, do think about BNB Chain and do not hesitate to reach out to us.
Yeah. And speaking of reaching out, how can anyone start a working relationship with BNB?
So definitely there are several initiatives, that my colleague Tyler can share more. So I'll pass it on to Tyler.
Great. Hi, Tyler. All right. Thanks, Ivan. Tyler, let me ask you this. What is Binance Labs and how is it involved in the University Outreach Program? And what are your goals for the students?
Sure. So there are a lot of questions. I'll just answer one by one, I guess.
Of course, go ahead.
But again, before I sort of dive in, I want to appreciate Austin and Farah for setting this up. I think having this live stream can sort of help us from BNB Chain side or Binance Labs or Binance in general to get more exposure to the student body and also faculty from like an early stage. So I think this is definitely a great initiative to have. So a bit more about myself and Binance Labs. So I'm with the investments team of Binance Labs. So we are basically, you can think of us as the capital allocation arm of Binance. So we make all investments on behalf of Binance, all the way from early stage incubations, early stage ventures, and also strategic M&A. Personally, I'm sort of covering sort of the token venture side. So I do a lot of incubations, early stage ventures. Preferably pre-Series A's. So a bit more about Binance Labs. We've been around for quite a while. Over the past, I think 3 to 4 years, we've invested over 200 plus projects. Some of our portfolio companies are, definitely in the top performing protocols currently within the market. I think just to list a couple out, I think we've actually incubated Polygon, Due Analytics, NIM, Perpetual, Injective, and also we've invested into a lot of other pretty hot projects, including Axie from the early days, Oasis Lab, Stratic, etc. So we are very crypto native, and also we're chain agnostic. We're trying to always sort of look for founders, innovative projects, dedicated teams, either sort of during bull or bear markets to support them, all the way from sort of capital, from coaching, post investment, value add. So we're trying to support all the teams and founders from different angles and different stages of their venture journey. So that's a bit about labs. I guess to sort of the second question is, how is sort of labs involved in the university program? I think there are really a couple goals for us. I think number one is I sort of briefly touched it a little bit. I think we want to get into the student body and also faculty body to at a much earlier stage. I think a lot of the great best opportunities, great talents are coming out of universities. We would like to explore as many great ideas, brilliant minds as early as possible. So I think that's really the main goal of Binance Labs. I guess the other side is, as sort of Austin also mentioned, I think, we also do have internship opportunities. So if there's ever, students who are really interested in sort of the investment side of the business, we're always welcome to sort of always welcome to sort of apply, and also we'll take a look at your resume and sort of walk you through the process from our end. So I think that's sort of the main goal for labs.
Great. Speaking of the goals for labs, so do you have any examples of past projects and how the process came about from project exposure to labs incubation?
Sure. Yeah. So I think I sort of mentioned a little bit about our portfolio companies. There are a lot more to it. We are generally very open to different verticals. We cover all the way from very basic sort of infrastructure layer from L1, L2s, and also middleware that's really positioned to remove any sort of friction within the current crypto space, and also to top sort of consumer layer apps, including SocialFi, DeFi, Metaverse, or other sort of different innovative consumer apps that are out there. So we are very open to all. I think in terms of our process, I think generally speaking, I would really differentiate Binance Labs from other investors. I think what resources an investor can provide. Basically, from my perspective, there are a couple categories. Number one is sort of capital, which is I think very commoditized nowadays. I think number two and number three are sort of mentorship and value add, which I think that's what Binance Labs and Binance in general are really great at. Just given that we have a pretty big org within Binance, we basically have exposure to different angles, different areas of the crypto sector. So I think being part of Binance Labs portfolio can get exposure to a lot of different resources and also valuable introductions within Binance. In terms of our incubation process, I think there are really three phases. Number one is sort of the open application period, which we will open up our application portal for about 1 or 2 months, which will actively look out for applications and also sort of assess on a rolling basis. And then sort of by the end of application process, we'll determine the project to be selected into incubation. And then it'll be in sort of 8 week of incubation program, in which sort of each week you'll get at least one or more sort of fireside chats or curriculums that are tailored to sort of the different topics and theme of each incubation program. So, for example, some of the past speakers we had were top leading sort of industry veterans, including speakers from Polygon, Certic, and also sort of co-founders of Binance, CZ and He. So I think all of them have super valuable insights to share, either from like a product, marketing, fundraise, or business operations perspective. So I think the core of our incubation programs are these courses and the speakers that we're able to bring in. I think the last phase of the incubation program is sort of by the end of the incubation program, we'll set up a demo day, and select the top quality projects for investments. And then after that, they can be sort of part of Binance Labs portfolio, and we'll provide follow-on support as well.
All right. So do you have any recommendations for current students and builders? And maybe elaborate more on the advantages of building on BNB Chain?
Sure. I think recommendation wise, I think it's very general. I think it sort of applies to not only students but also sort of to myself, right? I think number one is just to keep learning, blockchain knowledge, either via Twitter articles, different white papers, research reports. Crypto is a ever evolving industry, as many of you may know. Every day in crypto is different. The market is never down. So I think having a sort of dedication and sort of a time to really understand new things and pick up new themes, topics every day is very important. And being able to sort of dive deeper into the areas that you like is also very crucial. I think secondly is to really leverage whatever you have within school, either clubs, programs, or sort of university initiatives like this one we're trying to launch right now, to really network with industry veterans and learn sort of the latest trends and topics, really to learn the ins and outs of the entire sector. I guess from the BNB Chain perspective, I think Ivan sort of touched on some of the great advantages that we have. Number one, sort of being strong, robust ecosystem and community. Number two, being very innovative tech. We're also rolling out our sort of sidechain, also ZK rollup. I think number three is we provide great resources and supports. either from a technical, ecosystem integration perspective. And I think these are sort of very, very valuable resources to have. I think lastly is we have sort of the tailored incubation programs that are really positioned and designed to find and support the top quality projects and teams. Currently, we have this program called MBB. It's currently season 5. We're towards the end of it. I think we're going to launch season 6 around Q4 this year.
All right, perfect. Well, thanks for that, Tyler. I guess let's move to Q&A.
Yeah, so if anybody has any questions currently on the live stream and would like to drop them into the chat, we'd be more than happy to answer them. I see a few people. Yeah, so I see one person said, what exactly is the Binance Outreach Program? Yeah, so our goal, we mentioned earlier, is to, foster education to those students, around the world. So we want to reach out to university students and provide and give resources of different educational topics within blockchain, Web3, and crypto to help them become more, familiar with the industry and get them more excited about getting it into the industry and and use it, away from the classroom. I think that's, a most important thing too, is get students excited about the topic where they educate themselves out of the classroom. And so that's a little bit of what we can do, is we can provide the resources within the classroom and then outside the classroom as well. So that's a little bit about that. I'll scroll up and see if there's any other questions. Yeah, I think that was mainly the only question. I see a few people live, so if you have any other questions, you can, drop them in the chat. I will give you a few extra minutes to do that. Yeah, let's see. I think that may be it, unless somebody may be typing. But in the meantime, I just want to send out a thank you to Tyler, Ivan, and Farah for being a part of this webinar. I think it's so important to. Oh, perfect. Sorry, somebody just asked how to sign up for the Binance Academy classes. So you can go onto the Binance Academy website. We will drop a link into the Student Angel into the Student Angel workshop and application in the YouTube description here in a few days. The site will go live very soon, and the classes on the crash course, you'll be able to sign up once they go live on the Binance Academy website. So we'll be able to kind of flash that out on social media when that does happen. And so as long as you follow Binance Academy Twitter, and you'll be able to stay right up to date with what we're doing in the educational resources that we have online. And as of now, we have the articles in over 386 articles in 25 different languages. So that'd be great. So that's what we have now. Student age. So we're looking for students, especially right now. I don't think there's any kind of I guess depiction of age in the student, as long as you're a student, in university or even younger, and you're looking to learn more about, blockchain and Web3. There's resources online from the Binance Academy website that you can get a part in. And the Binance, for example, the Student Angel program, that would be more fostered towards university students. So I would say maybe 18 to 22, but I know that there's some university students that, might be outside of that age range. So there's one, this one might be for you, Tyler. What does it take for one to be an investor?
Sure. That's a great question. I think I had similar sort of doubt and question when I was back in college. I think there are really a couple things that sort of students should look out or really to learn. I think number one is to fully understand the fundamentals, both from sort of micro and macro level, to keep track of the macro trend that's happening within within the globe, and also sort of the smaller topics happening within crypto. So having a holistic view of the world and also the sector, super important. And then secondly, I think just really besides, I know most investors are looking for financial returns, right? But then for early stage venture investors, I think it's especially important to understand the venture journey and startup journey of founders and the teams. I think being able to sort of hold hands with the founders to walk them through different market cycles, different challenges, different stages, and provide as much guidance, support, referrals, resources as possible, can not only help with your investments, but also to help grow your network and also grow your I guess your resources over time. I think number three is just continue to learn. It's always a learning process. I think for everyone. So I think being able to pick up pick up new trends, new topics quickly is important, but also at the same time, we should also spend a lot more time to really immerse ourselves, dive deeper into the topics that we're interested in. So yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Tyler. That was a great answer. And somebody asked, I think play to play works, and you can definitely go to that. If for that question, you can go to the Binance Academy website. There's a bunch of resources on that on our website, and we'll be having in the future educational webinars as well, talking about certain subjects like that and educating those that. So if you want to learn more on, from us, we'll be having educators on the webinars in the future. So we can definitely get more into depth about topics like that in the future. The next question is, do we need some experience in blockchain? And absolutely not. I think what the most exciting part is about, this university outreach program is introducing students that don't have experience in blockchain and kind of seeing, how excited they get in about the industry and things that they didn't see before. So absolutely not. You don't have to have any experience in blockchain. All the resources that we have are, anywhere from foundational to, your first day in blockchain to more in depth if you've been in blockchain for a few years. So, it's very wide range. And so very excited about that and hope that helps. And as of now, that's the most recent question. I'll give you guys a few seconds to insert any more questions, but yeah, that was great. I think I think that might be it for now. So again, I'd like to say thank you to Tyler, Ivan, and Farah for being here. It's been this is such a great opportunity to kind of announce the educational initiatives and programs and resources we have for students, and I think we could all say that we're very excited to be working with you guys and looking forward to future webinars. So look out for those if you want to come back and learn more about certain subjects. You know where to find us, and very excited to have you guys here. So thanks again, guys. That'll be it from here, and look forward to seeing you in the future. Awesome. Bye.
Thank you, everyone.